And now, I get the proud honor to announce our award for the Permission to Dream Award. I first met Dr. Jancy McPhee 3 years ago at our very first inaugural Cities in Space and New Worlds Conference in 2015. Despite herding 500 plus students for Cities in Space, I was fortunate enough to sit down and get to listen to Jancy talk. I knew immediately what an asset Jancy was for our youth and for the space industry as a whole. Jancy's mission to incorporate the arts and vision with plans for living in space as an essential component, and is what STEAMSPACE is all about. Jancy focuses on what we need to have a thriving community, not just a surviving community. Something I believe so passionate in my heart. What can we do to make our community great here to be even better up there? Jancy's drive has been to find motivating and novel ways to enhance space education and STEM innovation, along with promoting global collaboration. She has over 10 years in the space life science management. She's been associated with NASA and over 17 years in neuroscience laboratory research. Since 2010, she created the International Humans in Space Art Program. She encourages people of all ages, cultures, and backgrounds to think about creatively communicating their visions for human settlement and space exploration through visual, literary, musical, and video art. Those of you, if you have not seen her artwork and her examples, please go look in the back. It's amazing. Recently, Jancy established the Art Exchange, a nonprofit organization to expand the Human and Space Art program, incorporating more STEAM activities that inspire the world of space, science, and technology. The Permission to Dream Award is presented to educators who inspire children to reach for the stars. Every year we give this award, New Worlds and STEAMSPACE, to those who have shown tireless advocacy for our children's right to dream. It is my great privilege and great honor to give Dr. Jancy McPhee the award of the Permission to Dream. Jancy, please.
For that incredible introduction. And I am truly honored to be the 2017 recipient of the Permission to Dream Award. And thank you to everyone at STEAMSPACE for this amazing distinction, but really the young Humans in Space Art participants deserve this recognition for their contributions to our future in space. So over the years, I've actually had the privilege of meeting some of these amazing young people, and I'd like to quickly share just 3 of their stories. After winning a video contest, an 11-year-old from the United States wrote a book called Science is Fun. And then she began taking that book into kindergarten classes to encourage kids, especially girls, to like science. Now take note, she is already becoming our educator for tomorrow's colonies. A 13-year-old literary winner and visiting artist participant from India said that her experience helped her to realize, and this is a quote from her, "Words coming from the pen of a normal girl can take you places, literally and metaphorically." And after talking to this young woman, I can assure you that she is well on her way to becoming an articulate and persuasive communicator who will describe and enrich our lives in future cities on the moon, Mars, and beyond. Lastly, a 17-year-old Australian music winner told us that the most important thing about participating for her was the feeling of connectedness to a community of people who care about human space exploration. Last I heard, in between her service activities to feed the homeless and support refugees, she decided to get a master's from Stanford in aerospace engineering and will join our workforce. And I know that she is capable of enthusiastically and creatively building our future space colony. And it's not only SciArt Exchange's Humans in Space art program that is helping young people work towards their dreams. Just yesterday, thanks to STEAMSPACE, I was fortunate to meet over 500 talented Cities in Space participants in action as they competed for the distinction of having the best plan for future space colonies. And I'm sure that in a couple of years, each of those kids will have amazing stories to tell us. Now, certainly, we see that activities like SciArt Exchange's Humans in Space art program and the Cities in Space program and others have successfully ignited and supported the dreams of some youth worldwide. But what about all the other young potential astronauts, engineers, artists, and colonists? Clearly, we are not yet done. And the title, the Permission to Dream Award, implies that we have the ability to give permission to dream to young people, other adults, and perhaps ourselves. And like with most things in life, you get back what you give. So if you help others achieve their dreams, you will achieve yours. So hopefully right about now, you're all thinking, how can I help? And I'm so glad that you asked. Like all of us in this room, I'm a dreamer. And after reflecting on all the people who gave to support my dreams, I have a few suggestions for how we can all support the dreams of others. So as parents, teachers, and mentors, we can encourage children to explore and to work hard at following their passions, and do our best to make learning alive, creative, and meaningful. We can also help support each other as friends and colleagues and community members, because dreaming is sadly not a 9-to-5 activity. And sometimes we need help with keeping up with reality, such as being reminded to eat and sleep, enroll our kids in kindergarten, and pay our taxes. And these are things that people had to remind me to do. So dreaming also does not fit into convenient boxes, but we can work with each other to invent new processes and paths that allow us to do great things. And many dreams cannot be achieved single-handedly. So volunteering to lend a hand can make a huge difference between whether a dream is a success or a failure. And this last point is the one that I keep thinking about. Carrying out the International Humans in Space art program requires a lot of different kinds of people worldwide, and we have been fortunate to have hundreds of volunteers working with us. And as with the young Humans in Space art participants that I described earlier, during the process of lending a hand, these volunteers have made the program's dream their own. And that is the best part. We are all now giving to pursue a collective dream to engage everyone in the future of space. So I'm going to leave you tonight with a request. Ask yourselves, whose dream can I help? And support the dreams of the kid next door and the person next to you. Because by working together, giving our youth, each other, and ourselves permission to dream, we will have humans riding rockets to settle new worlds. Thank you very much.